all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether. Should've believed him. Damn, you should've believed him.
She took a dab of that till she had cataracts. Grabbed the rack, she had a MAGA hat. I tapped the back to Adam's act.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics, celebrity gossip, recap on all your favorite reality TV shows, and also my lifestyle vlog. But before we get into today's video, please remember to hit that like, that subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And that bell button is so important. If you do not have that all checked off, YouTube will unsubscribe you. So make sure you check both when you subscribe. Also, leave comments on the content that I upload. Share it on your social media platforms and follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, we're on it. Don't forget to place those orders for your head wraps. Right now, we're working on a website behind the scenes, you guys. But right now, you can place your orders by either DMing me or emailing me. I got head wraps for all. So I want all my naughty crew to come get their crowns. Okay, I'm handing out my crowns to all my kings and my queens because we're royalty. So today, let's get into it. So I am bringing you a story about the racism in America. And I just talk about this in one of my previous recordings about how racism is still alive and well. And unfortunately, this past weekend, white supremacists decided to take innocent lives because of his beliefs. And it's just ridiculous. And I'm sad I'm sad for the victims. Like, why is this still an issue today? I don't know why people feel superior and think they could just take people's lives in their hands because of their belief system. It's just inhumane, and it's sad that we even still have to go through this. So shout out to the Shade Room for dropping these couple of articles we're going to go through today. So authorities identified the 10 victims killed in the Buffalo supermarket mass shooting. So, 10 people just got their lives taken away. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Like, it's terrible. So over the weekend, a shooting happened at Tops Friendly Supermarket that left several people dead and others wounded. Now officials have identified those who unfortunately lost their lives due to the horrific shooting. According to WGRZ, the deceased victims from the shooting have been identified as Aaron Salter, who was 55, Ruth Whitfield, who was 86, Pearlie Young, who was 77, Catherine Massey, who was 72, Deacon Hayward Peterson, who was 67, Celestine Cheney, who was 65, Roberta A. Drury, who was 32, Marcus D. Morrison, who was 52, Andre McNeil, he was 53, and Geraldine Talley, who was 62. And all because it's just sad, you guys. So let's get back into the article. Of all the victims that were affected by the shooting, 11 of them were identified as African American. 2 of them have been identified as white. 4 were store employees. And of the 3 that were hurt, 2 were treated at the hospital and later released. As previously reported, the suspected shooter in the incident was identified as Peyton S. Gendron. He pled not guilty as he was charged with first-degree murder in the shooting. Officials say he showed up at the supermarket dressed in tactical gear and live streamed the mass shooting with a camera attached to his helmet. This tragedy is being investigated as a hate crime. So New York governor has spoken out, Kathy Hochul, and she's from Buffalo. And she's quoted as saying, "Make no mistake, the shooting in my hometown of Buffalo was an act of white supremacist terrorism. This has to end. Hate has no place in New York." Exactly. Okay. And so here's what she had to say.
And to see that sense of security shattered by an individual, a white supremacist who has engaged in an act of terrorism and will be prosecuted as such in a cold-hearted, cruel, calculating way.
Yes.
A military-style execution targeting people who simply want to buy groceries in a neighborhood store. It strikes us in our very hearts to know that there's such evil that lurks out there. Yes, I'm here to console the families and a community that is feeling so much pain right now. But mark my words, we'll be aggressive in our pursuit of anyone who subscribes the ideals professed by other white supremacists, and how there's a feeding frenzy on social media platforms where hate festers more hate. That has to stop.
It does. It absolutely does have to stop. I mean, at this point, what are you trying to prove? Drop down into my comments. Let me hear your thoughts about this. I think it's just sad, and I think serious consequences have to come down. And it has to, I feel like they need to start being more proactive on the social media, because this is how this hate festers. They have platforms now where they can gather, and they don't even have to get together anymore and put on the hoods and the white gowns and burn crosses. They do it online now, and I don't feel safe in America, not with this going on. So to all those who are out there talking about racism doesn't exist anymore, here you have it. And now 10 people have lost their lives because of your ridiculous beliefs. Also, this is trained military. Our military is supposed to protect the weak, not isolate a whole race of people and develop hate. Like, it's just sad. So drop down into my comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I wanted to pay homage to those victims, so that's why I did this story. In other news, though, attorney Ben Crump urges President Joe Biden to pass the anti-Black hate crime bill as a result of this shooting. Like, something needs to be done. Like, these organizations need to be shut down, just like they did the mob, okay? They need to use RICO against them. Follow the money. That's how you get them convicted and you stop this, because once people know that there's going to be severe consequences, they'll think twice about where they're going to place their hate at. So, Ben Crump, he's very active on all platforms when it comes to civil rights, all right? He was involved with the George Floyd case. He's involved. He's an active person trying to make change out here for people of color. So let's get into this article. Don't just talk about it. Exactly. Be about it. While many continue to cope with the recent tragedy in Buffalo, New York, civil rights attorney Ben Crump demands protection for African Americans. Yes. Our lives are in danger at any point in time. Attorney Crump, representing the family of 86-year-old Ruth Whitfield, called on President Joe Biden and Congress to pass the anti-Black hate crime bill. While speaking to ABC News Live and standing next to Ruth's children, he said, "We're going to fight to do what they believe their mother would want. That is to get some positive change to come from this tragedy," he added. "That's why we're saying to President Biden and the United States Congress to pass the anti-Black hate crime bill." I mean, they pass every other bill. for every other race. Like, protect us already. So this is him. Hold on. I'm gonna play it for you guys because he usually has something profound to say. And so I really want to hear.
The Whitfield family is demanding action from the president and from Congress.
Her legacy is going to be one of love that is going to be articulated by her family. And we're going to fight to do what they believe their mother would want. And that is to get some positive change to come from this tragedy. And that's why we're saying to President Biden and the United States Congress, pass the anti-Black hate crime bill.
For the family of Ruth.
So there you have it, you guys. So, I'm really for this. This is why it's important for us to vote on things and stuff like that so that we could get, that's the only way we're going to be protected. And we still in danger, even with the bill passed, because all it takes is one crazy to decide he don't like Black people no more. So let's get back into this article. Attorney Crump has been very vocal since the act of domestic terrorism occurred on Saturday, claiming that the lives of 10 innocent people at the hands of 18-year-old Peyton Gendron. And he's young doing this, okay? That ain't not here. Let me not go off in a tangent. As we previously reported, Peyton pled not guilty as he was charged with first-degree murder in the shooting. Authorities say he arrived at the top supermarket dressed in tactical gear, live streamed the mass shooting with a camera attached to his helmet. So, earlier today, we just went through the article of the different victims, and then also Attorney Crump, and attorneys co-representing the Whitfield family said they could file lawsuits against Bushmaster, the maker of the assault-style weapon. Yeah, like, how did he get it? Like, these weapons shouldn't be able to be sold to people, like, everyday people. I think it should be some limitation. And the gun laws need to get better. And I feel like the gun laws need to be united. Like, they should be the same everywhere, across all states, not different laws in different states, because that's, when you run into trouble. So Attorney Ken Abarno said all of the signs and red flags were there to monitor the suspect and stop him from acquiring a gun and threatening comments that brought police to his high school last spring and triggered a mental health evaluation. Our thoughts continue to go out to all the victims' loved ones. So I'm going to continue to follow this story, you guys. But this racism has to end. This hate has to end. I want you guys to drop down into my comments. I want to hear thoughts from my Naughty crew on what you think about this and how we could work together to bring about change for our community and bring protection. Like, because I'm tired of feeling unsafe. I don't know about y'all. Like, I'm tired of feeling unsafe. I really am. So until next time, Naughty crew, I'm out. One.
Niggas came from Mars, y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, now I got ether. Should've believed